Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be showcasing 5 data packs for 1.20 again. Now, coming into the new year, I'm going to change this series around a little bit to make it a bit different every week. But to end of the year, we'll keep it the same as I normally have. I'll be showcasing 5 data packs. They will all be linked in the description in the order I showcased them. So let's jump straight to it. First one, updates the Wandering Trader. Now, this does also have a resource pack tied to it. I don't currently have the resource pack enabled, but if we really just open the Wandering Trader's trades, the resource pack changes these items right here to be chests. Now, these basically just adds bundles. So the Wandering Trader don't sell items anymore. It sells bundles from different structures. Now, let's see, for example, the Jungle Temple. Let's grab some emeralds and let's buy the Jungle Temple bundle. Now, this is a bundle, which is obviously a part of the game, and that is what the texture changes it to, I think, or it might be a chest, I'm not too sure. But upon right-clicking this, we get some loot. Now, the loot is the same from whatever structure you got it from. So we just bought a Jungle Temple one, so it'll give you loot from the Jungle Temple. Let's do Buried Treasure, as that one is kind of good. Buried Treasure obviously has Heart of the Seas and also possibly diamonds. And let's also do let's do 2 Desert Pyramids because they could contain the smithing template. So first of all, the Buried Treasure, let's just throw them on the floor so we don't get things confused. The Buried Treasure one, as you can see, has given us TNT, some water breathing, a diamond, and also the Heart of the Sea. And let's now throw all this on the floor. And let's now do one of the Desert Pyramids. We got some string, bones, and a book. And the second one has given us Enchanted Golden Apple, another book, and some more string. And basically that is all this data pack does. It just makes the Wandering Traders, I think they're more useful this way. Because the Wandering Traders are meant to be a trader that explores the overworld and gets different items. And that is basically why the trades are always so random. But I think it's better if it's kind of like looted a structure, bundled it up, and then it sells you then bundled loot. You get more for what the one trade gives. The next data pack is kind of useful. So we are going to quickly just trim some iron armor with the smithing template. Let's say you want to now upgrade this armor to diamond. But let's say you don't have enough diamonds to duplicate your smithing templates. Now what you can do, let's throw them on the floor. You can throw the armor on top of the smithing table with a diamond. And there we go. After a short time, if I don't edit the video so you guys can see how long it is, it's about 15 seconds, I believe. The armor is separated. You get the resource back. In this case, the amethyst. You also get the armor back and you also get the smithing template back. It does consume the diamond, but the diamond is the only thing it does consume. Everything else you get back in return, which I think is really useful, as there's no way it doesn't actually work if you throw a stack of diamonds, as there is no way to remove templates from armor, and it's especially useful if you don't have spare diamonds and you upgrade your armor from iron to diamond. It's not really useful if you do it from diamond to netherite because it carries over smithing templates. Third data pack we are going to showcase is one that makes use of the display blocks that was added back, I believe, in 1.19. So the first thing you need to do is get an item frame surrounded by 4 iron nuggets, and that'll give you a knowledge book, but once you take that into your inventory, it'll give you a item display. Now, when you place this item display down, you place it down just like you do with any block or spawn egg. It'll place down a oak log. This oak log will display anything within the game. Let's say we want to display a nether upgrade. We can throw the nether upgrade on the block, and it is now displaying the item. I cannot pick this item up. The item is not an item that will despawn. It will stay there even if you leave it there for longer than 5 minutes. But the good thing about this data pack, and the reason I want to showcase it, is because you can change the block underneath. Obviously, if you can get the block in survival mode, let's say a netherite block. We want the nether smithing template to be on a netherite block. All you need to do is throw the block you want it to display on after you've thrown the item you want to be displayed. So now it's displaying the nether smithing template. We throw the netherite block, and you can see it is now displaying on the netherite block. It doesn't consume your block either. And the reason I love this data pack is because you can display pretty much any item, and the thing it displays on isn't like an item frame where it stands out and visible no matter what you do. This, you can make it blend in with your build by just throwing the block down. I done that the wrong way around. Yep, it also works with glass. What about like things like glass panes that are not like a full block? Let's give it the glass to display and glass pane. It does also work with glass panes. That is really cool. It does look a bit weird, but if you were to use like a glass pane of color, you could make something that looks really cool. Let's try using like a black stained glass. Let's give it that to display and then a black stained glass. Yeah, that is really cool. The fourth data pack we are going to cover makes some changes to raids. It makes raids a little bit more challenging by adding a new stage to them. Now this stage has a 20 to 25% chance of activating when the first wave is spawned. So let's give ourselves a bad omen. We now have that. If we fly up in the air, now obviously it's not a guaranteed chance, so we might not see it this time around. We might have to try it a few times to get it to work. And it don't seem like it happened this time around. We just got the normal raid spawned. And here we go. It's actually worked. This is the first wave. I couldn't show it because we're in like a really weird village, but it spawns a load of mobs. Now these mobs will only spawn in the first wave. So once the first wave spawns, it has a 20% or 25% chance to spawn a load of additional mobs. These mobs include Ravagers, Evokers, Vindicators, Pillagers, and also the Illusioner. Now this is a one-time thing, so once you've killed all of these, they will not spawn again until you activate another raid, and if that 20% chance gets hit, they'll spawn them again. They have the loot tables that they normally have. The only difference is they count to the raid bar, and as you can see, we have defeated this raid, meaning we lost. So it makes the raids that little bit more harder, and I think this should definitely be a thing in Minecraft. Maybe not as many, but I think when the first wave spawns, or maybe throughout the wave, there should be like a 5% chance for additional patrols to kind of retreat into the village to help the villagers. As raids, they were hard to begin with when people didn't know how to beat them, but now there are so many different ways to cheese them and get around them. So this data pack definitely does do a good job of making that difficult again. And it's cool to see the Illusioner. That is definitely not an easy mob to encounter, as well as all the Ravagers, Vindicators, and Evokers. So this data pack once again will be linked in the description, and I definitely recommend giving it a go and trying to fight it in survival mode to see if you can beat this new version of a raid. And in this final data pack we're going to cover improves Lush Caves. Lush Caves now can spawn underwater, inside a cave still, but water-filled caves, and if they do, it places down seagrass, some glow lichen, a really tall drip leaves, which I think is cool. It just makes Lush Caves feel a little bit different and unique to other cave biomes, rather than just being a cave covered in moss with some other blocks involved. Now, it doesn't completely change them. We can still find the classic caves, which you can see right here. But some of Lush Caves have been altered, and it does also seem like they have increased coal deep slate ore generation, which I think is unique, making you want to come to this biome to get coal. But I like it. Looking at an area like this, where the tall drip leaf, the seagrass, the glow lichen, and a lot more moss, it definitely does feel like a cool place to explore. But anyway, with that being said, that is all 5 data packs. Once again, they will be linked in the description in the order I showcased them. So if you want to download any of them or mess around with them, you can. If you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.